This is absolutely an incredibly great time of the day, right here before dark, late in the evening. And the deer are feeding just pretty much all over the ranch. We could drive just about anywhere right now and find deer, but we don't have to look very far from the house to be able to find deer and to be able to find a lot of deer. And that's a pretty good little bunch of them right down there. And they're just absolutely gorgeous down there, feeding in that pretty grass and freshly mowed, just getting them a really good evening meal. And then you look out at the lake, you raise up and you look and you see that's not a mountain right there. That's the reflection of that mountain. And I don't know, you can't help but think about the creator that created all of this and that designed the mountains and the woods and the waters, and not the man-made lakes like this one, because we dammed this creek up and he designed the creek, but the Great Lakes, the natural lakes all around Florida that God designed and built all of them. And some of them were formed by glaciers and stuff like that, but God designed all of that. But when you just look around this time of the evening, this is just wonderful to count your blessings. Just absolutely count your blessings and praise God for what he's doing and what he's created for us to enjoy. And these deer, and the deer are not doing much exciting here the last few weeks, but still thousands and thousands of people are getting enjoyment out of them, just like I get enjoyment every single day. And it's such a privilege to be able to share that enjoyment with y'all every week. And Chris always worried about, well, they didn't do anything. They didn't do any zoomies, and they're just sort of laying around and feeding and, licking on each other and doing all the things that deer do. They don't really lead a tremendously exciting life, but just watching the deer and just seeing them relax and seeing them feed and eat. When I walked out here on the deck, they all perked up and was looking this way, but now look at them now. Every single one of them is back working, actually doing their job. They're putting food on the table. They're putting food in their stomach right there. And they're just absolutely gorgeous. They're all fat and beautiful. The only really deer right now that we've got hanging around the skinny is Green Tag, and I don't know what happened. Green Tag has not shown up with any babies. She comes and she eats a lot, but she's staying skinny, and I don't know. She appears to be feeding babies, you would think, but she's brought no babies around, and I got to believe that she must have lost those little rascals during birth, or something got them right after they were born or something. I don't know. I actually saw 2 coyotes yesterday. They were about half grown. They were kind of baby coyotes, and I could not get off a shot at either one of them, and it's just too fast. And Beamer took off after one of them, and she couldn't catch either one of them. They got in the tall grass. Couple, 2 or 3 days now, that grass would have been hayed, and they had a little bit more difficult time getting away. But they work on the baby deer really, really bad. If they find one, it's dead. It's just that simple. But to watch these deer and enjoy what God created us for to enjoy, to look at that lake and see that reflection of that mountain, and to see the still glassy water, it looks like a mirror out there. It's just absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. And how do you count your blessings? One by one. Oh my. And that's the way we're going to start this week with Lucy's precious deer herd. I don't know if you can see him, but Forrest is just having a fit today. He is just going crazy. It's early in the morning, and Forrest is feeling his oats out there. Look at him running. He's doing some zoomies. Now, I haven't seen this go on much. It's so warm in the summer. Haven't seen the zoomies happen at all, but Forrest is zooming this morning. There he comes coming back. I just kept it out there. He took off and left. He wants to play. Nobody will play with him. He said, let's run and play and have a great time. Yep, there he took off that way. I'm having a hard time staying with him. Yeah, somebody's going to run and play. Look at him go. Look at him go. TC, he says, look at that crazy deer. I'm inside. If I would go outside, I could get a lot better video, but I don't think he would keep doing that. I think once he sees me, he'll settle down. Let's go out here and see what happens. Isn't that something? And he's wanting to play. He's chasing everybody. He hasn't seen me up here yet. He's run so much, he's going to go down and get him a drink now. He's got to go down and get him a drink of water. He's run so much. That was pretty cool. It's just, the sun's not up yet. It's before it's daylight. And I looked out and he was just running 100 miles an hour. He was doing some zoomies early in the morning before it gets, it's still warm. It's in the 70s. Uh-oh, he finally looked up here and saw me. He didn't know I was up here. Well, that's a pretty cool way to start the day with a bunch of zoomies by Forrest. Forrest, my performer. I love it. And everybody else is saying, well, good morning, Jimmy. How are you doing this morning? Boy, TC is getting some width on him. Forrest was just basically chasing everybody. He was chasing everybody. Little guy over there rubbing on that tree. Rubbing his head on the tree. They will be doing a lot of that here pretty soon. Little buck. Well, Forrest, thank you for the exciting little show there you put on. I know you're worn out. I'm gonna go jump in the shower. Well, I have not been around much this week at all. I've been gone, but this morning early, there's Forrest laying on the porch. There's little Nina. I haven't seen Nina in several days because I haven't been here. Nina's been here, but I haven't. Apache's been taking care of them. And the yard is just absolutely full of deer early this morning. This just makes me feel real good. Look right out there. There's a deer there, a deer over there. Chris is still in bed. The prayer circle is full. TC is laying there. And it looks like TC may be getting a little bit of velvet off of his horns. I don't know. But there's even a squirrel out there in the middle of them. But we've got deer just about everywhere. Little Nina, she's getting up. They're just waiting to get something to eat. And once I walk outside, everybody's going to start getting up, moving around. Well, you look at TC, he's something, isn't he? But it's just a pretty nice, peaceful morning out there this morning. Deer everywhere. Green tag. Still we're gaining a little bit of weight back, looks like, but no babies. No babies out there. Not a single baby at all. But everybody hears me talking. I'm inside the house, but they hear me talking. Well, let's go out and let's walk out there and see if we can get everybody excited a little bit. Throw out some food. Hi, Forrest. Good morning, Nina. Hi, Dinah. How's little Nina? How's my little baby deer, huh? There, Forrest. Hi there. Oh, my goodness, looky here. Everybody's getting excited. Everybody's getting excited. Looky here. Hi, Nina. You guys ready for me to give you something, a little something to eat? Huh? Oh, I see a baby deer come running out there. Here comes the baby running up with its mama. Oh, my goodness. Look at that baby, how big that baby's getting out there. My goodness, that baby's getting big. Oh, my goodness. All right, let me start out here. Some South Fresh here. You may put y'all a little down here in your bowl first. Forrest says yes. Here's you some in your bowl. Nina says I'll just eat out of the pot. All right, guys. Okay, guys. Okay, guys. We have, I don't even know how many deer. There's a little baby out there. I don't even know how many deer. Lots. Oh, looky there. All right, I'm gonna go get some corn and throw out to them as well. And the little baby is out there with the mama that's not been tagged. Both of those deer have been born in a while. Hi, TC, you are a giant. All right, go get some deal of corn because they're going to eat that up in a hurry. And there's a big bunch of corn. All right, there you go, guys. And there's our little baby out there. He's hid behind that tree, but he's got a head, I promise you. That's a big bunch of deer there this morning. That is a big bunch. There's lot 6 right there. Little lot 6. He's a little 6 points, smaller than, got antlers quite a bit smaller than some little small antler bucks right there. 3 of them together. Yeah, 3 little small antler bucks. And then TC. TC is gonna maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That 1, 2. Yeah. TC might be about a 12 or 14 point when you get all of them there, but it's just mostly wide. But that's a big bunch of deer right there this morning. Okay, we're gonna take a little look at TC there. He's out here with a bunch of other deer this morning. He's real easy to look at him if we can get him to look up. TC, look up here at us, buddy. And move around a little bit, see if I can get him to look up. There he is. You can see how big and wide he is. He's giant. He's got lots and lots of points up there now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on that side. 1, 2, 3, He's about 7 or 8 on that one side, 6 or 8 on the other. They're just about finished growing, looks like. They're gonna tip out there on the end. I thought those might tip out on the end. Looks like both of them will on both sides. But you can see how big he is there. I'll see if I can get a little bit better look at him a little bit later this morning. I don't know if I can or not, but he's up there pretty good size. Little lot 6 is here. Little lot 6 is right there with that little bunch of bucks in that eating right there. These deer are all here at the house. They're just running wild. Those are all little 1-year-old bucks. Something scared them. Whoa, something scared them big time. Oh, the feeder went off. The feeder went off. When it did, it scared them. Well, they can all head out to that feeder now since it just went off. And they will. They're going to all head out in that direction. You see all the little bucks here? All these little bucks, that's all their first horns. And Forrest is larger than all of them. Forrest is TC's son. So he is larger than any other. Some of those others are probably TC's sons also. Now, that doesn't mean that they're not going to have good horns just because they've just got small horns the first year. They could end up being pretty doggone good size. I thought I would give you one more look at TC while a flock of turkeys came through the yard. That's a mama or two and her babies. You can see how nervous that one is there. She hears me talking. I'm in the house shooting through a window, a kind of a dirty window, I might add. It's got a lot of bugs on it. Here's the big gobblers back behind. That's their babies that's running up there, almost grown. But, there's these two guys right here. They managed to get behind something just as I pointed at them, naturally. But those are two big gobblers right there. One big one, one small one. You see the big boy there. He's back behind saying, that's all my young'uns right there. You can see the beard on the back one is getting pretty good. That was just a little Jake, but his beard is growing. By springtime, he'll have a nice 6 or 7 inch beard, 8 inch maybe there. And the big Tom, as long as he can stay alive, he's pretty old. But what I wanted to do is just give you a look at TC up close as he's laying down out there. I'm gonna move over here. I need to do the windows. Move right over and get a little look at TC as he's laying there. And that little deer laying there beside him has got his first horns. That is not TC's baby, but it's possible it's TC's baby, but I don't think so. That's Ot 6 right there. I think he probably belongs to Cyclops or Bazooka. But his antlers are not nearly as large as Forrest, yeah, even though that's his first antlers. But now you can't really tell. You know Forrest is going to be a good one. I mean, but those that are smaller, sometimes they're second when they just explode. But there's a really nice look at TC laying there, perfectly calm, listening to me talk and brag about him. And he's on out there. If you count everything, he's going to be on up there around 12 or 14 points before it's all over. Well. I know one big boy that's awfully happy for you to be home, baby. Forrest is happy. You gonna talk to him? Forrest raised him from a little bitty tiny baby. Chris raised Forrest from a little bitty tiny baby and his sister Jenny. And Jenny went off by herself, we thought, to have a baby and has never come back. I don't know, something bad probably happened to her, to be honest with you. But he will get in the sack. I mean, he will get his head right down in that sack. And watch his antlers there, honey. Don't let him hit you in the eye. What do you think? You think he's happy you're back?
I think he's happy I'm back.
I think he's happy you're back. I know I'm happy you're back. I know about that for sure. That's a extra little treat here for you to be back. And Chris is going to be here with me for a while. She's going to have to start some rehab after we take a little short trip. We're going to take a little short vacation that Jack and Sherry bought for us. That's a pretty good daughter and son-in-law right there to do stuff like that. So we'll take you on that trip with us a little bit that we're going to take here one day soon. And He's got his watch. He's going to hit you there with his horns, honey. He's not going to quit until he eats the whole sack, probably. He can't have the whole sack, Forrest. He can? She said, Chris said, yes, he can. You going to give him the whole sack?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's your baby, huh? He's not, watch his horns there, honey. It looks like he's going to hit you in the face with those horns. Scares me. He's eating those grapes as fast as he can eat them, isn't he? My goodness, Forrest. We're going to have to go buy you some more grapes. Jenny emptied out not Jenny, but Nina emptied out the bag of carrots this morning, didn't she?
That's right.
Chris was feeding Nina, and Forrest wasn't around. She fed Nina this morning some grapes and carrots. I think she emptied both bags. Didn't you empty both bags? A bag of carrots and a bag of grapes? Both, wasn't it?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Yeah. You want the bag.
You want the bag. He's not interested in being hand-fed. He just wants you to hold the bag open, isn't he? Don't let him bite your finger. I don't need for you to have a missing finger. He's excited, isn't he? That's pretty special right there. Just think next year, honey, his horns will probably be, it could be twice that big even, but they'll be big. I hope he doesn't get ornery when he gets in a rut this fall. That's kind of worried me a little bit. We have to be really careful around him, as big as he is, even though it's his first horns. He's just a big-bodied deer also. You look at the size of him. He is a big boy. He is a big boy. And just hope the pack of coyotes or something doesn't get after him. If they ever get chasing them, it's hard for them to get away because coyotes run in packs and they will take turns chasing big buck deer. And they'll kill a great big buck, even though that they're not nearly as big as the buck. Once they get him on the ground, the whole pack of them jump on him and get a hold of him and get him bleeding. He bleeds to death. Are you gonna give him the whole bag?
I guess I am.
I guess you are. I don't think you have any choice. Watch, don't leave. Of course, those horns are soft right now, but they got velvet on them, but they're not that soft. He ate the whole bag. Viva is what he's saying. Viva. Viva los grapes. Viva los vinos. He'd probably drink wine the way he likes grapes. If we had a vineyard, we'd be in trouble. The deer would eat up all of our grapes. We couldn't make any wine. You're going to eat every single grape, isn't he? Tell him that's all, Forrest.
All for us.
He says he's checking the bottom of it. I see one grape in there. He didn't like me coughing. It kind of scared him. You got one more grape, Forrest. You got one more. One more. Chris has got one more in her hand. You going to eat that last one? I believe I will. Is there another one in there? He ate the whole bag. He ate the whole bag. You piggy. We're going to name you Piggy, not Forrest. All right, that's it. What do you think, baby? That's kind of fun, wasn't it?
That was fun.
You've been missing that, hadn't you? He's been missing you being here.
Yeah, he was.
All right, babe.
Let go.
All righty. I would say that all is well and things are pretty peaceful here at Twin Eagle Ranch this morning. Every direction you look around the house, there's wild animals, wild birds, turkeys, and deer. And just about as good as it gets. Just about as good as it gets. Everybody's in a kind of a laid-back mode this morning. Heavy dew. Came a little rain yesterday. Everybody's feeling real good. Down in the upper 60s. That turkey got up on my Ranger boat. We're ready to go fishing. Kind of spooked Forrest there a little bit. It flew off that boat. Forrest says, "What in the world is going on? It's crazy around here."
Come on, bye.
Say, "Come on, Nina. Talk her in here, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby." She's already eaten quite a bit this morning, so she's not really very hungry. Come on, Nina, baby. Chris is baiting her in. Oh yeah, that's a great. That's a great. Come on, baby. It's okay. Oh yeah, that's so good. That is so good, isn't it? So those are good, Chris. Those are so good. Yeah. She's gonna be like Forrest and get in the bag, isn't she? Stick her head in the bag. That's a good girl. That's a good girl. Yeah, that Nina's a good girl. Yeah. All right. Oh, I dropped that one. Where'd it go? Oh, I found it. Yeah, not a problem. Not a problem, Chris. I can find them. I'm a deer. Got a really good nose on me. It got a big long nose and it knows how to smell grapes. Nina's belly is full. She said some South Fresh Deer food and some corn and some grapes and some cantaloupe rinds. We had fresh cantaloupe out of the garden this morning. There's Forrest laying out there. He's had a lot to eat this morning too. He's just said, "I'll just relax. I'm gonna relax," is what I'm gonna do, yeah. We had the fresh cantaloupe out of the garden this morning. Had in the icebox all night. It was nice and cool. It was sweet. Oh, it was sweet, wasn't it, baby? That cantaloupe was great. And we have lots of bar babies hanging around. Nina's had all she wants to eat. So I guess breakfast is over at the Eagle.